Good morning, it's Friday the 13th. Oh, Friday the 13th of January 2011. Now, will anything bad happen today? I do hope not, Friday the 13th. Do you know there are actually people who refuse to leave their house on Friday the 13th? It's true. They won't leave their houses because they're frightened something terrible and dreadful is going to happen to them. I hope nothing's going to happen to me here in the Mirable Studios today. Good God, as you may notice, my voice has come back to its natural splendour and boomingness. It was sounding a little bit weak and wispy yesterday, but did I make a thing of it? No, I don't think I did. Not like some of you. Oh, aren't you dreadful? First, I can't go to work, I've got a cold. Oh, I know people like that. Don't they get on your nerves? There's a slight little headache or something like that and they won't go to work. Aren't they dreadful, dear? People, I know people like that. I couldn't dare name them. I'm trying not to name them. It's hard. It's hard that the words are not coming out of my mouth. I'm sorry. I cannot name these people that refuse to go to work. There's the slightest things wrong with them. Oh, I'll pull a sickie. I've never been like that. What have you? What were you like at, or what are you like at work? The slightest thing goes wrong, do you pull a sickie? Or are you one of those people like me who rarely has pulled a sickie throughout his entire working life so far? You just don't do it, especially if you're self-employed. Because you don't work, you don't get paid. It's as simple as that. I think we should do that to normal people, unless it's a really serious illness and they end up, you know, debilitated or something like that. I don't think people should be able to sign themselves off sick or anything like that, or go to the doctor. Or can you sign me? Or what's the other one? You know, depression or something like that. You know, or bad back. That's a good one. Bad back. Yes, I know. You don't have to write in. I know there are people with bad backs, serious bad backs. And I know there are people with depression. On the other hand, there are people with bad backs who are out there now on people's roofs, putting new roofs on and fixing cars and putting sheds up in gardens. Oh, I know that, dear. Don't you worry about that, dear. I know all about that. Okay. Righty-ho. I'm doing a new thing at the moment on Thursday nights at a little place called the Two Brewers in Clapham called Rock and Roll Bingo. It's very good, actually. It's like normal bingo, except what we do is everyone gets a little ticket. I don't know if I've got one here, actually. Have I got one here to show you? No, there isn't one in here. Basically, it looks like a bingo card, but instead of numbers, it's got the names of songs on it. Okay? And you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 songs on this bingo card. Okay? I'm just trying to find a way of let's do it. I'm just going to draw you a little picture. I'm doing a Rolf Harris now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I haven't done that very well at all. Never mind. Oh, I've mucked that up now. It don't look right at all. Another piece of paper here somewhere. 1 minute. I'll be with you in a second. Oh, I should have been an artist, I know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. Right, so you've got a card, okay, a bingo card with 15 squares, and instead of having numbers like, you know, number 3 written there or something like that, you would have the name of a record. Say, for example, ABBA, Take a Chance on Me, NSYNC, Tearing Up My Heart, I don't know, Beyonce, Crazy in Love, Teeny Temper, Pass Out. Is it Teeny or Tiny Temper? Pass Out. So you'd have 15 songs written on this bingo card. And then I come on and I do the introduction. I tell everyone how to play. And then I play a pre-made CD. You actually buy this game in. You could do it yourself, but I mean, it really would take forever to compile this, okay? So there is a company called Rock and Roll Bingo who actually do this. And they make up the CDs and they send you the bingo tickets as well. It's a little bit pricey at £25 a game. Okay, I say £25 a game. For £25, you get one lot of music and one lot of bingo cards. Okay, so depending how many people playing, you know, it depends how many times you can use that lot of cards. Obviously, once you've used a card, that's it. You know, you got to chuck it away, and then you move on to the next one. So you get quite a lot of cards. I think there must be about 50 there. All right. So I mean, if you had 10 people playing, okay, you'd have 5 games there. If you had 50 people playing, you'd have 1 game. Do you see what I mean? So you get that pile of cards and a CD of the music, and you hit the button, and it starts playing little bits from the tune. Now, it's done quite cleverly, so if you don't know the tune, the title of the tune is part of that music snippet. Okay, so if you listen carefully, you'll think, oh, I don't know what that one is, and suddenly it'll go, take a chance on me, take a chance on me, and then you'll cross it off. There's no way of cheating or anything. You can ask a neighbour or something. Oh, I'm not quite sure what that song is. Oh yeah, that's I don't know. Oh, Christ, isn't it funny? I can't think of the name of a tune now. That's Shirley Bassey, Big Spender, right? And then you would kiss that off, mark that off. And when you have completed either one line, so you have different ways of playing. You could play the whole box all in one go, or you can split it up. The way we play it is to do one line, so you have a line of songs marked off. As soon as you complete a line of songs off, right, you have to shout bingo, wave your hands in the air, and stop the host, in this case me, from moving on to the next song. Now, it's very important that someone shouts loudly and makes lots of fuss so that I can actually see them or hear them. If the song carries on because I haven't, then it's their fault, right? And I'm not deaf, dear. I'm not deaf. I'm very lucky. I've got my hearing. I'm very lucky. I've got my sight. It's down to them. If you sort of do, oh, bingo, like that, you know, no one's going to hear you or see you, and it's your fault. So you don't win anything. So you've got to do it. So once someone's won one line, any line going across, okay, then we move on to 2 lines, which can be any 2 lines, bottom 2, top and bottom, okay, like that. Always the lines are going across, okay. And then when that's won, then they move on to the full house. And the first couple of prizes are just small things, I don't know, like biscuits, cakes, tins of stuff, and whatever. And then in our case, the full house prize is £20 bar tab, which is not to be sniffed at. So we'd play a couple of games like that every Thursday night at this place called the Two Brewers. Just a second now. Hello. Oh, is it you? Oh, it's my best friend, Ron. Hello, Ron. Just doing a show, lovey. Oh, is that likely to happen in the next few minutes, then? Oh, OK. I shan't be long. There are millions and millions... Oh, you can do it yourself. Just a minute. I'll put you on hands-free. OK, speak.
I'd just like to say Happy New Year to all 33 of your listeners.
There's more than 33.
Thank you.
How dare you? Piss off. How dare you? What a cheek. How dare he say that? Did you hear that? 33? I don't know what planet he's on half the time. Anyway, so that's Rock and Roll Bingo, and that's something new I'm doing every Thursday night at the Two Brewers in Clapham, and enjoying it, I have to say. Also, other good news, I've had a couple of mobile gigs come in for Saturday nights. As you know, I do mobile DJ and mobile karaoke on Saturday nights now, because I don't have a permanent Saturday night anywhere, so a couple of those have come in this week, so quite pleased about that. Things are on the up. No news about this flat yet. How long does it take you to buy a house in the States, I wonder, or Australia? Because in this country, it takes about 4 months for everything to go. It takes forever. Why can't you just walk into a shop and buy a house? You know what I mean? Why can't you do that? You can't. All these solicitors got their blooming fingers in there, and council people wanting charges for this, that and the other. It's a bloody rip-off, that's what it is, honestly. Alrighty, email time, boys. I think we're doing emails now. Wasn't there something else to tell you? Oh, there's... put on a bit of weight, I'm afraid. 12 stone 8. Not happy. Want to be 12 stone. 12 stone 8. I tell you what. You know, I told you about those 3 cream cakes yesterday. Well, I know that yesterday I was about 12 stone 6.5. Can it really be that I cut 3 cream cakes can increase your, you can increase your weight. I've got hiccups now. Can increase your weight so much in such a short space of time. It's all wrong, isn't it? It really is. Anyway, that's it. All right, how are we doing? Oh, I don't know. We've done quite a long lot already, haven't we? I don't know. Don't want to overdo it, boys and girls, you know. You might get a little bit fed up if I keep going on and on. Shall we save this email for tomorrow? Oh, well, it's Friday already, isn't it? I don't know if I'm doing shows this weekend. No, we'll do it now. We'll do it now. Dear Chris, yes, it is I, Lisa, in crazy California. California, here I come. She says, no, I am not yet certifiably crazy, but I am working on it. Ha ha ha. Lisa, you and I, my darling, we're all crazy, crazy people, dear. Seriously though, I just finished watching your January the 10th show, and I had to let you know I totally agree with you about how awfully the poor little animals are treated by certain farmers, ranchers, and also universities, of course. She says, yes, research labs at universities are notorious for awful, torturous treatment of adorable little animals and even primates. I don't know what it is about monkeys, but they are the most upsetting thing ever to see in pain and suffering, don't you think? They really are. There's a lot of animal bad treatments and things that sorry, I've said that wrong, haven't I? There's a lot of badly treated animals and how animals are mistreated on a site you may want to have a look at, PETA, PETA.org. I'm just going to double check that. It's not... Have I missed out an R there? I'll just a minute. PETA.org. There's an interview there with... There it is, yes, PETA.org, okay, that's one, with the Beatles guy, Paul McCartney, he's on there as well, doing some chat about badly treated animals, all right? So have a look at that if you're interested in that at all, PETA, PETA.org. Lisa says, they tried to defend it, this is the mistreatment of animals by universities. They tried to defend it as necessary for research for diseases affecting humans. But as most people know, the animals are not enough like us to have the results of such work to be of much use to humans. I don't know about that, Lisa. I'm not a scientist. Or anything like that. I certainly wouldn't have the brains to be a scientist, I suppose, so I can't really comment on that. One of the other things you mentioned, primates, and it's just come to my mind there, I have actually seen on the internet an incredibly horrible video of a group of people sitting round a table eating live monkey brains. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly how this is now. So if you want to fast forward 20 seconds or so, okay, do so now. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I saw with my own eyes. A monkey is taken, struggling and screaming, right? There is a hole in the middle of this table, okay, a little small hole, and around this hole are sitting vile people. I can only describe them as vile people. This monkey's head is forced up into the hole in the middle of the table. It's and people are hitting this poor monkey's head with spoons, and at some point the monkey's head is cut off, exploding its brain, and they eat its brains while it's still alive. What is it that that makes someone want to do that? It's just beyond me. And I'm sorry if that upset you. I can only tell you what I saw. Okay? What is it that makes someone want to do something like that? And some people have used the terms on all sorts of animal cruelty. I mean, even one of my friends loves the taste of that duck liver stuff foie gras or something. I'm never quite sure how to say it. Foie gras or something like that. You know the stuff where the poor duck is stuffed and force fed. And I said to this person, how can you eat that? My palate cannot possibly not have something like that. And I'm like, but what about the duck? I don't care, darling, he says. Just awful. Awful, awful, awful. So I'm just telling you what I saw there. Sorry if that upset you. Just passing on the information, okay? Lisa goes on to say, have you ever wondered why it is so many drugs are let onto the market that soon thereafter have to be recalled in spite of the research tedium of the Federal Drug Administration and states, while other treatments, not drug-related, like stem cells, that's not the kind used in embryonic stem cells, but the kind using one's own stem cells, so that's, you know, if I needed something done to me, they would take stem cells out of myself, do something to them and put them back in. Anyway, has repeatedly shown the most positive results, yet it is continually denied approval. This is also all coming from Lisa in California. She says, it seems to me the objective is not to find cures or even extremely positive treatments to treat human diseases, but to instead only allow for synthetic drugs to be manufactured that are created to cause other severe side effects that of course require other drugs to treat the said side effects, and to thus generate a long-term flow of money income for local pharmacies, big pharma companies, doctors, hospitals and the like. Yes, I mean, you know, there are often, I often heard people with various diseases. HIV is one of them. A lot of people believe there are cures for some of these diseases. As I mentioned, HIV there, possibly diabetes, things like that. They reckon, some people reckon there are actually cures for these things, but you won't get the cure because as soon as you're cured, you won't have to have the other tablets that you're already buying. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, once you cure someone, that's it. They no longer need the expensive medication that they're on. You know, it's one of those conspiracy theory type things. Lisa goes on to say, just think if all the people with debilitating diseases like lupus, MS, spine injuries and the like were allowed the current, not allowed for the mass public, yet proven to work stem cell treatment, now secretly available to a very few, there would be a major loss of big dollars for a long list of medical and pharmaceutical companies, hospitals, clinics and the like. Because, dear Chris, we would be cured. The genetic thing wrong with each of us would have been made right via the stem cell treatments using our own stem cells, after only an average of 6 months of treatments. In layperson terms, they simply extract our own cells, genetically fix the wrongs to right, and then put it back into us doing treatments. That would be that. No further treatments, drugs or therapies needed. There would also not be a need for continuing the torturing of killing of any more animals for research purposes. No more having we humans with these diseases to suffer all the pain and other host of problems that we have to suffer when trying to endure the lifetime of chronic disease. Think of how many people would not need to receive big money to help pay for healthcare costs thereafter. The savings to taxpayers would at least be in the billions, no doubt. We really all need to force our leaders to make the better list of our human social priorities. Health and the quality of life ought to be on the top, not the bottom of that list for a change. She says, OK, enough said. Peace and keep up the good work. Chris, and that's from Lisa in California. P.S. Millie is right. Who cares how many or few enjoy this show of yours, as long as there is at least one other person you are communicating and bring a little enjoyment to another person's life. Thus your mission has been accomplished, right? Yeah, absolutely right, Lisa. I've always thought like that. I just happened to mention on a passing that I've noticed we're only about 35, but that's actually wrong because I've been looking recently and that's gone back up to 60 or 70 now. So we're all happy. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. That's it from the show today. If you want to send me an email about anything at all, chris@unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. is my email address. All right, thanks for watching and listening. See you on the next show. Bye-bye.